What a win. What a great finish. It got really interesting there, a couple of times in some of the drives, and the guys just wouldn't quit. We just wouldn't go away. The defense just continued to play. Offensively, just trying to find some wins right there at the end, but to see a ball punched out in overtime, sometimes it takes a little bit longer than regulation, but I'm really proud of this group and the finish that we continue to play with and find a way to come away with these games at the end.
What was the strategy defensively for their last drive in regulation, and then how different was it once overtime started?
Really, the strategy was just playing our coverage. We're counting on our rush. Our rush had a nice little boost of energy from DJ Wanham coming in there, and really, creating some pressure outside. Ashawn Robinson from the interior, showing some great rush as well. And, so again, it was just about rally up and tackling, in some of those situations, and guys playing their leverage, which we missed a few early on, but they corrected it and got back to playing the ball that we needed to, and I thought we were tough against the run game, but then they ended up putting a drive together, at the end of the game where, they were starting to find some of their cutback runs and some lanes there, but we tightened it up, and then I just love striking the ball, the things we preach about, just attacking it the whole time, and for it to show up in overtime when we needed it was huge.
Dave, you mentioned DJ.
Yeah.
He seemingly set the tone in the first half to come out in cold weather, off the quad injury, having, not played in almost a year. What does that say about him as a player and your guys' performance in getting him ready to play here?
Yeah, it's an amazing story, of adversity for DJ to overcome some setbacks and to find himself back on the field, and and just the whole process. I got to give a lot of love to Andrew Altoff, to Kevin King, all the return to play, guys that were working, tirelessly to just get him back out to a point where he felt confident, and bringing him back into practice so we knew he could handle the amount of reps he was going to get in the game was great by the whole group.
You guys have won as many games as you did last year when you weren't here in 2 weeks. How do you feel like the trajectory of this season is going for you guys?
I just love that we're building off of weeks, and that's been the goal. Can we improve from the week before? We saw great improvement in the run game again from both sides, which was huge. We got to clean up the penalties. That's something that we'll attack and talk about, with our guys, because that really did give them some more opportunities. But, to me, it's about that weekly improvement. It's about just setting our trajectory where we can just have that mental discipline to come back every Monday, correct it, attack it on Wednesday, and see the improvement, and that's what's happening for our group.
Dave, you talk about building on these weeks and weeks. Look at it last week, 3 defensive stops, getting shut out in the first half, getting guys like DJ back, George back out there with Mike Jackson and JC. Are you starting to see the defense you felt like you guys were going to have it into the season?
Absolutely, and Jordan Fuller was a big part of that too. I just talked about DJ Wanham, but also Jordan getting himself back to a point where he can be back out there, and to see the communication and the things that were happening on the back half was great. To see the guys being all on the same page was really refreshing to see those guys work together. Oh, it was huge, and on that drive, offensively, we got to find a way to finish that game, and Bryce had a beautiful throw on a third down to get us a new set of downs, and we had 2 runs, didn't make a lot, but we took some time off the clock. We were hoping to, put a little bit more pressure on them, but, I got to take my hat off to the Giants, and Brian Daboll and Daniel Jones just taking the ball down there on that last drive to send it into overtime. Yes, absolutely. The rookies have done a great job of just applying the principles and the fundamentals of what we're teaching them and talking about, and I was really proud of Jatavian getting in his first touchdown of his career. Really proud of those guys. And, Coker, our one rookie, had a couple of balls get away from him today. He'll make those plays. I got a lot of trust in him, but it was exciting to see the guys run around and play fast again. Yeah.
How pleased are you with DJ and Jules being able to do this physically?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's about the physical nature of what we're looking for. And there were some big hits out there, all the way through. The guys, it happens when everyone's playing defensive team football and you're in position. Those plays come to you and you're able to just, exemplify your toughness and the physicality of the sport when you're right in position to make those plays. And so those guys did a great job of that. I mean, career high, and went after it, but he was the same Chuba. I expected nothing less. It's the consistency of the guy. He showed up again and ran hard, and ran the runs the way we wanted to versus the different looks, and they made it challenging on us, but we found some wins in there, and we were able to finish the ball running it like we wanted to.
Was there some anxiety on your part when he went down? Did you think he was going to miss some time after that?
I mean, I always just, feel for my guy. If I see one of our players on the ground, that always, concerns me. But it was great to kind of see him, do some checks and balances, get up on his feet, and that was great for us to finish.
You needed a few days last week to decide on the starting quarterback.
Yeah.
Are you going to do that again?
Yeah, I'm so proud of Bryce. I'm so proud of taking the next step again. I thought he had a great day. I thought it could have been a fantastic day. I thought a few balls got away from us a couple of times that would have really turned it into really an exceptional day, but he handled the rush well. He handled the different coverage looks and all that. So, again, we'll take all the information. We'll do all that, but Bryce certainly is making a statement to all of us. And so, I just can't tell you how proud I am of just weekly progress, and that's the goal for all of us.
Do you have an update on Miles?
Miles had like an ankle foot deal right now, so.
What do you think you're going to remember from your stay in Munich except the win?
The environment, it was absolutely electric in the stadium. The stadium itself is beautiful. The energy from the crowd, it's nonstop. It goes like a soccer match, like the energy stays the whole time, and then there's the ebb and flows as the big plays happen, but just the whole situation, all the lights, the different jerseys out there, and there was a good following of Panthers, as things were working in our favor. I could hear it the noise starting to climb. I could hear when we were on defense, they were making noise for the other team, and so it was just great. It was a great experience overall, a beautiful city, a great opportunity for us to go around and see, but we told the guys, we came here to win a football game, and ultimately, that's what we'll remember. So it was a special trip.
Did you think about coming earlier over, or was it always we're going to be there on Friday?
Yeah, we thought about it, and what we thought would have been the best for us is to have 2 good solid practices at home, sleep in our beds, hydrate, take care of our bodies the way that we normally know how, and that way that we can shorten the amount of time. I would have loved to be here for a week myself so I could see more of the city and take advantage of that. But we thought it was the best thing for the whole group to show up on Friday, to be able to see the city on Friday a little bit. Saturday afternoon, guys had an opportunity to do that as well. So, but I thought our guys were fresh. I thought they played hard all the way through, and it paid off for us.
Dave, just to clarify, when do you think you would make a decision at quarterback?
I can't tell you that right now, but certainly, Bryce made a great statement for himself today. So.
You already mentioned your run game, and you said that you got better. What have you done in the last weeks to get better, or what are your plans for the next week? You will still develop, or?
Yeah, it's a lot of the communication up front for the run game, and making sure when we have our blocking combinations that they're working together, they're working seamlessly that way. And the consistent piece has been Chuba Hubbard, and he's continued to do a great job in there. But I think that Cade Mays, our center, who's now played for a couple of games, Brady Christensen was our center. He moved out to tackle, and that group played so well. They pass protected great. We ran the ball when we wanted to, and so I'm really proud of this group coming together, facing some challenges with guys coming in and out of the lineup, and really having a great day against a really good Giants defensive front. Absolutely not. I just let Eddie be Eddie. He went out there. He had his process. He went through it just like he would on any other kick. And we always talk about, the bigger the moment, the smaller the focus. Focus on your fundamentals. Take your approach the same way you do every time. And he got it done for us. So I'm really proud of Eddie.
Thank you, Coach. Thanks, guys.
All right. Thank you.
We will bring Bryce.
I'll say we're starting to come together. We're starting to make more plays on defense. We're starting to trust each other and gel and building that camaraderie, you know, just truly understanding one another and how each other plays and just truly building it, being a brotherhood, you know, from offense to special teams to defense. I feel like this whole team is a brotherhood from the coaching staff. Like it's really tight and it's showing, you know, being a young team, we're really coming together. And I think it's a good step for us to take in the right direction, to trend in the right way, to be better.
Was it a little bit of a shock toward that end when you lose Derek early, lose Shaq early, because those guys were so important in what's happening?
To this defense, yes. You know, those guys have been here, been a staple of this team, and being those defensive leaders for us, sorry, it's been tough. But as us being so young and working together and trusting one another and just truly just talking it out and watching film together and being on the same page, I feel like that's helped us grow as a team. Maybe we haven't won those other games, but I've seen us take the right steps and trend the right way offensively, defensively, and special teams-wise.
Could you just kind of walk us through the forced fumble? I mean, what did you see on that play and what were you trying to do?
The 2 minutes before, we were talking. My teammates were saying I was having a great game, and so coming from that team from last year, I had a little extra more fire, and no one would be better to end the game. So I was telling them that I would want to end the game if I get the chance. If I go back out there, and I had the chance to. And once I saw the opportunity, I saw them carrying the ball loosely the whole game. We've been going at it after it, and I just had the opportunity just to go after the ball. I knew if we get the ball back, we have the chance. We seal the game. That's game. So that's all I was looking for. I saw the play. Guard set me inside. I knew that I had to power him, pressed him, long on him inside, sat there, waited for the back to jump hop, shed it, boom, wrap up, strip the ball out.
Hey, Sean, when you have a game like today and then next week you've got the bye, is that sort of come at the wrong time when you feel like you can build some momentum coming into a slate of quite tough games against the Chiefs, the Bucks, and the Eagles?
It gives us more time to prepare, and, you know, they'll get a chance to come out road, but we haven't had a bye. It's week 11, you know. So us getting this chance to recoup and get the guys back that got hurt today, and, you know, we're all banged up, and getting everybody back in the system, coming in and communicating, and just make sure we take care of our bodies and keep it on the right path, and having extra film time, extra film study to watch the Chiefs and be able to prepare and see extra things, you know, a week where we're sitting down and being able to watch them this week coming up, and then being able to watch them next, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of great to have that and be able to study, and then once we come back together, we come back as a team, we can talk these things out, see what we're seeing, and watch that film together and go out to practice and break it down. Yeah, it's not going to be perfect, but we have a whole week to prepare, so.
I think fans are a little different. Did it do something to you, to the team? Did you feel spurred on or something like that?
For me, it gave me more juice, you know. Growing up, watching soccer, being a big soccer fan, being able to go out here and play on the pitch and not be able to have the opportunity for 9 years until I have my first chance now and go out there, that it was so rushing, a thrill, excitement, everything I wanted. It was a high that I was riding since we got on the plane, and I felt the team kept riding that, and we were feeling it. We had a great week of preparation, and we stayed it, even coming into Germany, and we just stayed the course and just stayed on everything we needed to do.
A lot of the players have been sort of seen around Munich doing bits and bobs. I'm sure yourself has been around as well. Is it nice when an organisation sort of allows you that freedom to go and explore and to enjoy yourself and sort of have a relaxing, calming focus within the group rather than it being quite intense? Because obviously it's quite a lot travelling over here.
Yes, sir.
So do them little elements that the organisation done have helped being over here?
It's great having that time, you know, them treating us like pros and not kids, and trusting us to do things the right way and giving us that freedom, and us doing things the right way for each other and knowing that it would hurt us if we did something wrong. So having that trust with coaching amongst us and amongst each other, it's great. And have that time to go see things, relax, and keep your mind not in such hyper focus and all that stuff, just to be able to relax. And when it's time to get back in hyper focus, you can lock back in and you can get ready to it.
All right, everybody okay? Thank you, Sean.
Thank you, guys.
That's exactly what I said. I was walking up. I was like, "This is a good turnout. I appreciate that. How's everyone doing?"
It's just a bigger room. Come on.
You're right. That's all perspective. I'm great. I'm blessed for sure. All glory to God. I'm super happy for this team, for my teammates, for everyone involved. And you know, it's great. Again, it's 2 wins right now. We had these 24 hours. We're gonna enjoy it. But you know, obviously, stuff to clean up, stuff to build off of. But we'll worry about that, you know, when the time's appropriate.
When I talked to you the other day, you talked about your faith, and how did that play today in your confidence in executing today?
For sure. I definitely draw my confidence from the Lord. That's the ultimate source for me. So good or bad, ups and downs, regardless of what we're going up against out in the field, I carry that confidence with me. I know that everything's already written. It's already ordained, and whatever God's will, you know, what He wants it to be is what it's going to be. So just having that thought process, doing everything I can to glorify Him, help the team do my job. But ultimately, He controls the outcome. So that's my thought process. Yeah, that was awesome. I'm super happy for him. Someone who's been playing so well, worked super hard, great guy. It's great having him in the locker room. So I'm glad for him to get his first, and there'll be plenty more.
Bryce, how much more comfortable does it make you knowing you can turn around and give it to Chuba Hubbard 25 times a game?
Yeah, extremely. When you have a back like that, O-line that you can lean on in the run game, that's huge. You know, it helped us out a lot, opened up a lot of things. You know, Chuba played amazing, as he always does, but did a great job. Again, like I said, the line creating for that. So, you know, having that is huge.
Right, I was playing for you in front of this crowd. Technically it was a home game, but does it feel like a home game or more like a away game or totally different?
Yeah, I feel like we got some good like home atmosphere. Everyone was quiet on third down, and they got a little loud for them on third down. So I appreciated that. But it was really surreal. Honestly, just being a kid from Pasadena, California, and being out in Munich, Germany, playing a football game is just something that is something I never could have dreamed of as a kid. The fans, the support, everything here was amazing. Being able to see the city, be out here, and just the engagement from the fans throughout the whole time. It was just cool seeing a different culture and atmosphere. So it was definitely a blessing. I already made my little no joke last time, but maybe 1 or 2. I tried my best, but I still have a long way to go.
How often did you get recognized out in the town? At least once we know, but
Yeah, a little bit, but it was all super great interactions. Everyone was super nice. Just being able to talk to some people, take some pictures. Everyone again was just super genuine that I had met while being out. So I was grateful for that. Sorry, what'd you say?
How will you celebrate on your flight back?
Ooh, I'll probably go to sleep. That's probably what I'm gonna do.
So you had a great run on the left side. What did you thought about the run, or what did you saw? What makes you run that fast?
Yeah, well, I just saw they brought nickel pressure, back had to pick it up, so that was the check down. They did a good job of covering some down the field stuff, and the line did a great job of protecting for me. You think of like a run as the line didn't do a good job, but really it's the opposite. The line was able to make a lane for me to run, so they get credit for that for sure. And was just, at that point, you just try to pick up as many yards as you can. Yeah, I mean, it was good. It's football. We wanted to obviously finish it offensively, maybe a different way, but the defense did a great job of picking us up. At the end, handing us the game like they did. They played great and balled all game, but those are moments you live for. Just having those opportunities again. When we watch the film, we'll definitely see stuff that we want to do better, but those are the moments that you live for, that are that you work for. So it was just good being a back and forth game like that, and for us to be able to prevail.
Bryce, with 2 wins on the bounce now, I know everyone wants to survive and come out resting period, but has it sort of come at an inconvenient time because you've gained some momentum here, and would you like to have taken that into playing against the Chiefs?
I think for us it's just, even if there is a week in between, we still have to find ways to build off of it. Like you said, obviously, our next opponent, obviously I have a ton of respect for them. That speaks for themselves, obviously, the success they've had. So we know we're going to have to be at our best. But even with the break, you still kind of, have to try to feed off of it again. When it's time, we'll clean stuff up. We'll see what we did well and build off of it. But I don't think it's something you lose. It's just something you have to, you have to harness and then grow from.
Bryce, what do you take away from these last 2 weeks?
Just the resilience of this team. Overtime win today, win last week. That was back and forth with a good drive to take the game, and the defense coming up big with a stop with just a 1-point lead. Just the resilience. It hasn't been always the prettiest, hasn't been perfect, but just us being able to stick together, trust in each other, play for each other, I think has just been the biggest thing that's stood out.
What about for you personally? Last question.
I think just honestly the same. Just leaning on this team. We've had a lot of different moments, a lot of, we've had a lot of adversity. And for me, just the ability to know on offense, I have 10 other guys that I know are going to do their job. I know are going to compete, that I'm grateful to go to war with. And the defense being the same, having all the faith in the world in them. Not saying that's different, but it's just great us, growing in that together.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you guys.
Textbook, sure. Whatever you want to say on that one. Yeah, it kind of fell into my lap there. So good to have one out. I almost had one about 2 plays before. I probably should have had another. So.
Can you take us through the interception? Do you practice it like that?
Yeah, I don't know. That one it's just a random one, honestly. But I'll take any that I can get.
Sean said here a second ago, it's taken this defense a little bit to kind of learn itself. As you guys have gone through the course of this season, what are you starting to figure out about this particular group?
Yeah, it's been a lot of how to play off each other. Whether that be the run gaps, whether somebody's going to take a back door or go front side on the D line, and then how we're going to fit it off the back end. So, I think you said it perfectly. We're learning each other. We're gelling, and every week is getting better. So. We just can't have those lapses. We can't. We got to trust each other and keep up the communication as the weeks go along, and we get better as the weeks go along too.
He said he sort of called his shot on that last play. He said he wanted to close it out himself. Did he say anything in particular in the huddle?
He's lying. Yeah, no, I would not believe him. I'm totally joking. I don't know if he said anything in the huddle. Usually I'm the one talking, so I don't know if he said anything in there. We'll have to go back. Hopefully somebody's mic'd up.
Josie, y'all talked a lot this season about wanting to get more turnovers tonight. Why were they coming tonight?
Yeah, we're pretty conscious throughout the week of, Wednesdays and Thursdays trying to get those turnovers. Whether it be punching at the ball or being visual on the quarterback, understanding our drops and how to get in those windows and stuff like that. So, Coach E's done a great job of forcing that issue and forcing us to think about it as the day goes along. First of all, we need to be able to tackle, and then, the turnovers come after that. So we just got one step at a time. Don't think about the ball too much, but we've done a pretty good job these last couple of weeks of increasing that.
Jason, when you make plays like you did today, and then the reaction from the crowd when then plays happen, does that give the sideline a lot of juice for you guys? Are you raring to get back out there again and cause more havoc?
For sure, yeah, definitely. The fans out here have been amazing. A lot of energy, that's for sure. I enjoy whenever we come out to London or when we came here to Germany. It's been awesome. The fans are crazy, which is always good, loud for us. And like I heard Bryce saying, they were quiet on some of his third downs, and they were definitely making some noise when we were on the field on third down. So it's been a great experience.
Josie, what was it like just having one out there tonight? How much of a difference did that make?
A lot of energy. A great player. We've been excited about him coming back. I worked with him a little bit when I had my little hamstring issue about 3 or 4 weeks ago. A lot of hard work that guys put in. It's a tough situation coming back from that injury and having some things that he had. So we're very grateful to have him back out there. Creates a lot of juice, and he can get after the tackles and get after the quarterback pretty good. Lovely.
Everybody okay?
Everybody's great.
DJ, where's DJ? Yeah, DJ's up.
You've been waiting for this, haven't you?
What? Yeah, yeah, I've been waiting. All right.
DJ, I know we talked earlier, but have you been able to process this at all? Like,
Nah, not yet. It's a lot going on right now. But obviously, it felt good getting back on the field today, playing with the guys, playing with Josie, playing with other guys. So I haven't processed it yet, but I'm sure it'll hit me as soon as we get
after
on the
that
plane. Go ahead.
After that first sack, it seemed like the entire defense erupted. To see you kind of get that, the support you've been given from your teammates, how special is that to you?
Oh man, really special. I think I celebrated literally with everybody, offense and defense, all the coaches. But just knowing those guys, you know what I'm saying, they've been there. They've seen me come in the locker rooms every day, how hard I work. So it's just amazing seeing those guys come work with me, come cheer me on.
You had some game-changing plays tonight, a sack in your first game back. How did you prepare yourself to pick up where you left off?
Really just the training staff, you know what I'm saying. They got me prepared for everything that I was going to have to do, you know what I'm saying, in the game today. And a lot of film and just a lot of hard work.
Ashawn said that this defense was just beginning to kind of learn each other and learn what it was capable of. As you look at this thing coming in now, what does it look like? What do the next steps look like?
You know what I'm saying, we got the guys, obviously. We just got to keep going, you know what I'm saying. We got players that can make big plays. Obviously, we've seen that today. We just got to keep growing closer, continue building together, and you know what I'm saying, the sky's the limit for us.
DJ, when you have a great game like you did today, and obviously you've been out, when you have the bye coming next week, obviously everyone likes the bye week and having that rest, but it's sort of come at an inconvenient time for yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Would you sort of rather be just go straight into this Chiefs game after the performance you had today, or are you happy to take that rest?
Oh, nah, that bye week, it's going to feel good. My body, I feel it right now, you know what I'm saying, and ain't no telling what I'm going to feel tomorrow, but having that bye week is going to be good for me.
Being back, what are you looking forward to the rest of the season? Once you guys get back to the States and everything starts rolling after this bye week, what are you looking forward to?
Just for us to continue doing what we're doing, you know what I'm saying, we're on a winning streak, and we can keep going. We got the guys, we got the players. Just keep putting the work in, keep growing closer, like I said, and the sky's the limit for us.
All right, one more question for DJ.
DJ, Jonathan Brooks is taking a long time to recover or at least get on the field, almost similar to your timeline. What advice would you give him after playing a full game the way you did?
Really just patience, you know what I'm saying. He's young, and we got, you know what I'm saying, we got some good backs in the backfield, but just patience, dog. Your time is going to come when it's supposed to come. Just be ready.
All right, thank you, DJ.
Yep.
All right, 2 more hours.
Definitely a blessing. I mean, more than anything, I just want to win. So, you know, to win in that fashion, obviously it was a little crazy at the end, but, you know, to get 2 in a row with my guys feels good, especially in Munich.
You guys have surpassed last year's win total in 10 games. Where do you think the trajectory of this team is going?
Upwards. You know, I've been saying it, you know, week in and week out. Just keep trusting the process. May not show up week 1, week 2, or week 3, but it's going to show up eventually, and we're just seeing the product of it.
Can you put this week into perspective? Like began with what you call a life-changing contract and the trip over here and then a career rushing day for you?
Yeah, I mean, just God. God's good. I can't thank him enough. I can't thank all the people, like I said earlier, that has, you know, helped me get to this point. I'm going to just keep putting my faith in God and keep working hard and just hoping for the best.
2 years ago when the stadium, the players were complaining about the natural grass. And since then, Bayern Munich changed the turf to some kind of hybrid turf. How was it for you playing on this field?
I'm going to just be honest. The grass wasn't too bad. Obviously, it was slick. We all had to wear 7 studs, which obviously isn't that big of a deal. So a slight change, but overall, not good. I mean, I kind of buckled my knee earlier, and I slipped out, so I think it actually saved me. So I'm going to say thanks for that.
Chuba, did you think
God, thankful. Obviously, could have been a lot worse. I've actually had that kind of happen a few times over the last few years, where my knee kind of dislocates a little bit but goes back. So simple as just God. I can't really say much about the tackle.
Today you had a really good run game. So what makes you better in the last couple of years? And or is there anything else you would like to get better for the future?
Just staying consistent and, working hard. I always use the analogy, just keep chopping at the tree till it falls down. So, I just tell myself, keep working until it shows up. I'm always trying to get better in every part of my game, so I can't really specify on one specific thing, but I'm just going to keep trying to be my best for my team.
Chuba, we know how you work. What's your process like during your bye week? Do you allow yourself to recover a little bit and chill out, or is this going to be the normal Chuba, I guess, work week?
It's definitely going to be a work week. I also have to learn to, just relax and take care of my body so I can finish the season strong. So that's the part that I'm going to, try to make sure I take some rest and get off my feet. But, mentally I'm still going to attack it. We got the Chiefs, so it's a big game, and obviously want to go 3 in a row.
Did you know there was no jugs machine here today for your pregame workout?
Well, my guys told me before, and I wasn't too happy, to be honest. But we improvised and made it work. That's what happens flying internationally. Not everything's going to go your way, but still be all right.
Chuba, the atmosphere here today, like they're playing country roads, doing all kinds of different stuff, like some frisbees or paper airplanes in the air. What did you think of the whole vibe?
It was a good vibe. It was a real good vibe. I mean, yeah, from the singing, they were real loud, whole game. That's something you can appreciate. The energy was just always high, so it was definitely a fun atmosphere.
Could you see a little bit of Munich, and what do you like about Germany?
Unfortunately, we only were here like 72 hours, so I'm just kind of stick to my process and try to get my body right for the game. I've been to Munich before, though, so great city. I love it. People are really nice as well, so hopefully I can come back soon. But, yeah, these last few days are just kind of like get my body right, so. Yeah, as I said earlier, they weren't too bad. Obviously, they were a little slick, in my opinion. But when you put the 7 studs in, you were pretty good. So not really any complaints too much there.
Last question, Chuba. 2 more.
The NFL Academy, which is a UK and European-based school for young players to try and get onto the pathway to go into the NFL. They've been here this weekend, and a lot of them are in the stadium today. What advice do you have for them young players if they want to make it into the NFL?
I'm from Canada, so international, but obviously not as far.
Not so international.
No, you're good. But to any kid that, aspires to be in the NFL, I just tell them, work hard and trust yourself, and, don't let anybody tell you any different that you can't make it. If you believe in something, go all the way for it. And then, if it doesn't work out, that just wasn't in your plan. So just say work hard and trust God and let it all come together.
Thank you very much, Chuba. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
Chuba, you said being a Panther means everything to you. After having a career night tonight, what is something that you're proud of yourself for, coming all the way over here to Germany, playing in a different time zone, and being able to dominate like you did today? What are you proud of yourself?
Just proud of the team and everybody. Honestly, our training staff, nutritionists, everybody just kind of getting us acclimated. They put together a good plan so that we, caught a quick turnover and were able to still recover and do all that. So, I attribute that to them. But for me, I just kind of had the same mindset as always, just work hard, give it your all, and let it all come together.
All right, thank you very much, Chuba.
Thank you.
All right, that'll be all we have.